The Biden administration just admitted that in McAllen, Texas alone, they have released 7,000 COVID-positive patients into the community this year. 7,000. Or is it this month? Yeah, including 1,500 new cases just the past week. Wow. 1,500 COVID-positive illegal immigrants in the last week.
And that's just
McAllen, Texas.
And that's just what they're admitting.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Right. It's probably triple that.
Or even no.
Right.
I know. We're out of words.
It leaves you speechless.
We're out of words, man.
It really does.
Oh, man.
But this is Trump's fault.
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry about it. This negates everything we say about COVID-19 because we're showing you, we don't give a rat's anus about whether or not you get COVID-19. We just want these people to vote for us. So we're going to allow them to flood into the country. If you get COVID-19, that's your fault because you weren't wearing the mask. You didn't get vaccinated. You didn't follow our plan. That's not the fault of us who are releasing people who are sick into your community.
Yeah. And until yesterday, they weren't even talking about vaccinating. Remember, the great hope for America is the vaccine, right? Mm-hmm. And so as they're letting these new people into America and releasing them COVID positive, as you just pointed out, en masse, there's been no offering of the vaccine that they say is going to save us all until yesterday. Now they're going to offer it to them. Jeez. But remember now, New York City, you better have it if you want to participate in society. We're going to offer it to the immigrants we're just letting pour in.
And the Biden administration is also taking the first steps toward requiring nearly all foreign visitors to the U.S. to be vaccinated. But don't worry about it, illegals. You don't have to.
You get a choice.
These rules don't apply to you, just our citizens and citizens of other nations who are coming here legally. But not you. We're just going to let you do whatever you want. We really are, so that's great. The requirement would come as part of the administration's phased approach to easing travel restrictions. No timeline has yet been determined. Interagency working group studying how and when to safely move toward resuming normal travel. See, what they're doing, they're too busy allowing illegals to pour across the border and then releasing them into our communities to deal with the foreigners who are coming here legally. These people are despicable, and they're going to be the death of us if we allow it.
Yeah, and the reason they're offering the Johnson & Johnson single dose is because they move them through so quickly that they're not around for the second dose. I mean, that's what they're saying. They're like, well, we better just do the single dose.
Yeah, they're not even
one and done.
For tens of thousands of them, they're not even bothering to set up a court date for them to come back and be heard. They're not even bothering with it. So the thing is, we don't even know how bad this problem is.
Right.
The numbers we're getting, as you kind of brought up, is going to be so much less than what reality is.
It is amazing what they choose to govern and choose to ignore.
Yeah, it is.
And then what they govern is actually just tyranny. My goodness.
But the rhetoric is really nice. The percentage attributing blame to certain people or groups being ratcheted up like crazy. They are really starting the blame game against the unvaccinated, against Donald Trump, against anybody who voted for Donald Trump. The conservative media like Fox, they're blaming everybody they possibly can but the people they see in the mirror. The percentage of attributing blame to each group when asked which of the following people or groups, if any, do you blame for the rising COVID-19 cases and the spread of the new variants in the U.S.? Okay? The unvaccinated, I blame the unvaccinated. The vaccinated people blame the unvaccinated, 78.6%.
Wow.
For Donald Trump, 35.7%. Conservative media, 33.4%. Foreign travelers, 29.7%. Americans traveling internationally, 25.3%. They didn't even give them an option of illegal aliens pouring across the border.
Is that foreign travelers in the U.S.?
I doubt it.
I don't think so.
Nope.
Yeah, Joe Biden comes down there at 11.5%. How about Joe Biden's border policy? I'd like to point that out as an option.
right?
But what you just read there and how the rhetoric is working against the unvaccinated. Oh, you're the reason COVID-19 is spreading. That plays in nicely for the 10 stages of genocide we talked about.
Yes.
You'll see that on the list.
Number 1, classification. People are divided into us and them. Vaccinated, unvaccinated. Conservative, not. Trump supporter, Trump haters. Symbolization. People are forced to identify themselves. How do you identify? That is one of the biggest things we're hearing right now, is how people identify. So we can symbolize you.
Yeah, well,
discrimination. People begin to face systemic discrimination.
Right, that symbolization is the same with the NFL players wearing the bands in practice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dehumanization. People equated with animals, vermin, or diseases. That's happened. Organization. The government creates special groups, police, military, to enforce their policies. Polarization. The government broadcasts propaganda to turn the populace against the group. I think that's going on.
That's exactly what's happening.
So that's 6 that we're all set with.
Oh, boy.
Preparation. Official action to remove and relocate people begins. I don't think we're there yet.
So we're between 6
and 7 right now.
Okay. So
then the next step after preparation, persecution, beginning of murders, theft of property, trial massacres. Number 9 is extermination. Wholesale elimination of the group. It is extermination and not murder because the people are not considered human. Wow, that's interesting. And denial. The government then denies it's committed any crime.
Yeah.
Wow. A little bit chilling there, isn't it?
Very chilling, especially when you, until the last couple of years, you would see this chart and you would think of terrible acts in history, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now you're looking at this chart like, wait, where are we? Mm-hmm. In America, we're between 6 and 7 here?
Same thing happens when you go over the communist goals.
Right.
Were entered into the congressional record in 1963. We've done them all.
Pretty much,
literally done them all.
Yeah.